Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today, Friday the 13th. So onwards and upwards, 2 weeks in a row now where we've got some solid moves to the upside here. And if I switch across to the weekly, you'll see we're starting to get weekly crossovers on the moving averages at the moment. And as I said early in the week, that is my trend line at the moment. And there is the upper end of this zone that we need to look at. Bear in mind that a weekly close like this sets up inverse head and shoulders. So there's my left shoulder, there is my head, and there is my right shoulder with a solid break this week at the moment. Breakaway gap as well. So been a fantastic start to the year for the DAX. That is up 8.5% already in 2 weeks. So everything needs to be watched very carefully because the zone that we're heading into now, obviously the bulls are on a tear at the moment. So if they can break through this and close above it on the weekly, then that becomes the area to be watching. And then you need to pay attention to where your inverse head and shoulders targets, because that is going to be above an all-time high. But I would also suggest if we get above there, then we're looking at this area here around 15,839 as our initial target. So that's the macro view, and I suppose 8 hours also a bit of a macro view. Oscillators are really tired, but as I've said often, they can continue like this for days, for weeks, for months. So it's really just an indication to be cautious rather than it is a top and it's going to fall over. So you don't want to be shorting this. You'll be going against the trend. So at the moment, we're looking for pullbacks on structure for us to buy. And we are getting them every day. You can see here early in the week, pretty solid one. And that was the one that I gave you early in the week. And look at hindsight here. If we'd actually held out for 15,000, we would have hit 15,000. And if we just moved our stop up, we'd be sitting at 15,050 at the moment. So anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's get down to the hours. So we had a fairly decent pullback early in the session. Didn't quite work out for us, but look at how that one worked out. So there's the actual level we needed to pay attention to. The data came out and triggered that. You would have been a very brave person taking that trade, specifically with data, and I'll show you now why. And you can see a bit of a gap here. You can see if that was where we were, then we gapped down and then ran down, and you would have been, oh dear, here we go again. And then you see there's two levels, and there's my other level there. So this is on the 15 minutes, sorry, there. This is on the 50 minutes. See, straight in that zone, buyers came back, and then we came back again, basically to test this swing low here before buyers stepped in. So, this wouldn't have been a trade, but this definitely would have been a trade after hours on the DAX. But, obviously, after hours DAX, and you would be looking at the US markets rather. But anyway, would have been a difficult day. The important thing here is that buyers are in control. You can see every move down is counted, and we are moving to the upside. So what's happening today? Pretty much the same thing. You can see what's happened the last couple of days. Bit of a pullback first, then an opportunity to buy. A bit of a pullback, opportunity to buy. So that's exactly what we are looking for. There's my first bit of structure. Sorry, I messed that up a little bit. So first bit of structure is here at 15,050, and then the second bit of structure is at 15,018. 15,000 is the area that we are going to be defending on the weekly for today. Bear in mind, European data, well, UK data coming out today, that may influence us. And then the second thing is we've got earnings season kicking off in the US. Earnings season's already kicked off in Europe. So that's the other thing that you need to keep in the back of your mind. But trend here is really strong to the upside, so I would be very reluctant putting any shorts in at the moment. All I'm doing is looking for opportunities to buy, and this would be my first opportunity, 15,052. What we're aiming for, and I just want to shoot across here to the left, because this was the zone that held us up all of last year, and you can see we're hovering on that. So you're going to have multiple levels inside this zone. So you can see there is our next one. That is 15,170. You're going to have 1,500, so 15,150, 15,170. And then there's another one up there. So I think that's enough for now. Get back there. And now you can see the view. Pull back here, 15,050, 15,018, even 1,500. Deep pullback still keeps us inside the trend to the upside. And then I'm looking for a move to 15,170 and 15,226. Those are the two upper targets for today. Anyway, hope that helps. Nothing else we can add to that. Just don't be silly and try to think this is a top and short it. You're going to get burnt. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers for now.